spend the day with me in upstate New York as we collect artifacts for the junk journal, eat a bunch of yummy food, and finally reflect on all of it at the end of the day in the hobonichi techo. On my way to upstate New York. I'm just trying to chill and see some scenery. I don't even care about getting a photo to post or anything. And hopefully I'll take a leaf and put it in my journal. Hopefully you can see the rainbow happening. We got to Catskills Falls and thankfully it's more orange up here because of the elevation. At first I was getting scared that it was all gonna be green and that we got scammed because I looked on the I Love NY map and it said Catskills peaking, and that seems to actually be the case. I had nearly died going to one of them, but I did it. I literally had him hold like all of my stuff, like my bag and my jacket. I took everything I could off and I was like, let me try. I like to say I love to go out in nature, but sometimes I'm not built for it, for real. This is a pretty rock path. We're going to the lower falls now. We've reached the bottom of the waterfall. I'm just looking to find a pretty leaf to put in my journal down here, and then I think all of my materials for the day are over. Leaves here are all a little bit decomposed, so I'm gonna try and find one along the trail instead. I think I'm gonna take this leaf. It has a gradient. It's quite pretty. One more journaling material in the books. The weather right now is a little rainy. It feels like the perfect time to eat a hot sweet potato. And I wish there was a food stall somewhere where I can just buy one off the street. Oh, that would be like heaven on earth. Speaking of food, we did go to a ramen place where we can circle all the things we want on the paper. Definitely have to have karage, always. And nothing beats a warm soupy meal on a rainy day. We ordered everything we wanted, we binge ate. It was simply fantastic. Soupy meal is the best on a rainy day. Miso soup base really slaps. And with my leaf and crinkly receipts, I'm ready to do my techo. Let's preserve upstate New York's leaves forever. What tends to happen is every autumn I preserve my leaves in packing tape. And so far, for 2 years, it has been doing pretty well. So I'm just gonna be careful and not crunch my leaf up way too much. And we will let the tape do its thing. Is this the modern equivalent of trapping nature in amber? Ugh. Oh no. Okay, there we go. I knew that was gonna happen. I love the natural curve that this leaf stem has. I think it just adds a little bit of character to the leaf, you know? Look at that. All right, I'm gonna pick out some materials for my hiking day. Obviously, we need the leaf. That is the main character of our spread this time. You know, I'm thinking fall colors, orange, brown, Shiba Inu. I think this is a solid choice. I also have this receipt from the ramen restaurant that we ate at. I think this receipt from the ramen restaurant will add a lot of texture to the page, add some visual interest, if you will. I also have a Chick-fil-A receipt. I don't want this to be receipt galore, but I will use this for texture as well. I'm kind of just going by my heart right now, gluing down random things. I don't really have a concrete plan per se. Every time I do something like this, I like to establish some sort of interesting base so that when I paste my other stuff, I've got something to work with. I just think a blank background is so boring. Anything that adds a little texture, that makes this page stand out, that gives it a theme I very much like. Okay, I think this is the picture embodying that hike. All right, Kodak, let's take you out on a spin. Hopefully this still has battery. Ta-da! All right. I think a perfect place to put it is right here, front and center. I can already envision my leaf decorating this picture kind of like this, you know? Do you see the vision that I'm seeing? Beautiful. So at this point, I really consider the layout of my journal quite done. All that is left is to decorate and put some text down. For my journal this time, I really don't have any deep thoughts. It was just a very restful, nice hike that I enjoyed. You know, it doesn't have to be deep. I think what I'm gonna do is just go ham with the decoration, and we'll see where I can fit text in. Since this time I don't have any big brain thoughts, text can really come last. Yacht! Oh, I love the texture of these stickers. They're kind of like, how do I describe this? It's kind of like a piece of hardwood you would have on a floor. It's just very wooden and really unique. I didn't even realize that when I bought it. I can write Catskill, which is the town I went to, right over here. So I'm gonna try and keep this area blank. I'm feeling like this green marker over here and the selection of washi tapes I just happen to have on this roll. Don't you think this is a pretty easy choice? I mean, we're giving shades of brown. There is only one brown here. This is a no-brainer. There's a timestamp on the receipt. I really much like that, so I'm not going to cover it with my tape. So we're gonna do a strategic placement and see what we can do. I'm using the clean color brush pens. I really love these markers because they're quite translucent. So if you build them up, you can get this watercolor look to them that is just really beautiful. Brain off. Just hike. Oh, we're all done. I love that I have a real artifact from the hike. You know, it's so fall. I love the color scheme. Everything matches. I love that there's a timestamp I can refer back to. Overall, when I look at this page, I will just get the vibes of that weekend again, and that is everything. Thank you for watching. It's my first time doing this kind of format. I think it's kind of fun just taking you through my day and how it translated to the techo spread. Hopefully you liked it, and see you in the next one.